Go.
Welcome to the Mud Queen Christmas podcast.
Hi guys, it's a live Q&A. So we've got some questions from you guys. Oh yeah, happy Christmas from me, Jojo the Grinch, and Fay.
5 gins.
Love it. So we asked you guys for some questions this year to end this year with on the podcast, and some of you said that you actually like to look at people that you're listening to. I don't know where I was going with that one. So we've got some questions and we will answer them for you now. First one is a pretty easy one actually, which is good because this is actually a little bit scary.
It's Lucy. Hi, Lucy.
So from Sarah Cooper, seeing as Christmas is just around the corner, what Christmas clothing are you wearing, and does that include Tiki Boo leggings?
I've got my elf ears on.
And I've got this god awful jumper on. So
Show us your jumper. It rings. Look. She's got jingle bells.
Yeah.
I did want to buy a blow up turkey because I thought it would be quite amusing to see a vegetarian in a blow up turkey outfit, but she wasn't really having any of it.
No.
I won't tell you what she called me because it's not allowed. I've
Not
been
safe.
warned.
Not safe at all. But yeah, otherwise I don't actually wear Christmas stuff in December because, as I said, I'm a Grinch. So I know that Tiki Boo brought out some Christmas designs. Did you get any?
No, but I did see Michelle Holland's in them and Lucy. And they got little Santa hats on. They look cute, but no, I haven't got any.
You've got no Christmas attire at all other than this situation?
I did run one year with another Mud Queen, Jennifer Page. We did a virtual she's in Fiji at the moment.
Which?
We did a virtual Christmas morning run dressed as Santa. So yeah, I did run on Christmas morning dressed as Father Christmas, and I've got quite a few bibs and kids waving out the window, so it was quite funny.
Hold on, quite a few bibs.
And I had a beard. Yeah, no, as I was running, there was like cars bibbing. What do you mean? Like, what do you
bibbing?
Tooting?
Beeping.
Sound in their horn? Bibbing. It's bibbing. Look, we haven't even been on 2 minutes and you're picking on me already. Bibbing. It is bibbing.
Well, there you go, Sarah. No, basically is the answer to that one. Daniela asked, her first question is, what was your most embarrassing / pre or during or post race I need a number 2 moment, and most importantly, how did you solve the situation? Have you had that situation?
Oh, don't you remember at Ragnar Relay? I missed out on the team pizza because I couldn't get out the Portaloo, and every time I thought I was all right, I'd come out and then I'd have to go back in, and then as a team we all had to run to the finish line, so I managed to get out the Portaloo. Bear in mind, I had really bad blisters and couldn't actually run. I had flip-flops on.
Did you lose like half a foot?
Yeah, and I had to like shuffle because my feet were hurting and I was holding my bum cheeks together. And then as soon as we crossed the line, had our pictures done, I had to go back and sit in the Portaloo for another 10 minutes. So I missed all the like celebrations. But yeah, that's my moment.
I haven't had one during an OCR or a race. I've had one when I just went for a run, and I'm so glad that my granddad lived nearby because I was literally like, this is happening now. So I had to run to his house and I was banging on the door like, oh my God, help me. Granddad, open this bloody door now. And I didn't even say hello to him. I just went straight to the toilet. But otherwise, yeah, it doesn't happen.
Margaret thinks you look pretty with your hair down. Hold on.
Actually, whoa. Hang on. She went Jojo Brown with her hair down, not pretty.
Okay, but it said, I can do her name now. Margaret Schlachter. She's
not quite right.
Go on then.
Schlachter.
Right,
slaughter.
Okay.
Nearly there.
Right.
How was that, Margaret? How was that? Like, she's getting there, right?
Schlachter.
Did Faye Kelly make dessert for this live stream? Fuck no.
We did have a big fat curry and I just ate too much. It's Jojo's birthday.
Feeder. Anyway, so
anyway, it's Jojo's birthday.
moving on. And more importantly, how did you solve the situation? I mean, yeah, I've been really lucky, and I have not had to do the whole get me in a bush situation.
I have run with toilet roll down my bra on long runs.
Oh, I thought you would just like have run with toilet.
No, well, you never know, do you?
Okay, all right, sure, but otherwise, no. Anybody else had to do that kind of thing? Like you're running and oh god, can you imagine though doing an obstacle race and you're all wet and cold and stuff, and then you got to try and take it all down to go and pull it back up again. I always find
it's harder pulling it up than pulling it down.
Nightmare.
Like even I've got legs, like pulling it up hard.
No one wants sweaty legs. Okay, Susan Parker, what is your favourite part of being MQHQ? What is your least favourite part of being in MQHQ? Controversial, Susan Parker, controversial. Thank you, Jill.
Favourite part? I love the community side of it, like the helping everybody. Especially over the past few weeks, seeing people get their gifts and just people being nice to each other. I like all the pay it forward stuff.
Yeah.
On both groups when there's a problem, and it can be any random problem, like someone's cat had a funny eye the other week and people help, and yeah, so I like that side of it, just being nice. What is my least favourite part? Can I be honest?
This is where we turn it off now, people.
Yeah,
goodbye.
I've been warned. The least favourite part is, I don't really know. I don't know. Sometimes there's a little bit too much moaning. I said it. So yeah, I like all the happy stuff. I like the happy stuff. I like Medal Monday. I like seeing what people do on a Monday, or what. Well, not what they do on a Monday, but recovering on a Monday, but what they've done over the weekend. And everyone seems to be really buzzy when they've been out and done a lot over the weekend. Everyone seems to be full of it, and there's some great events this year, which is good. And it's exciting, you know, and I see people that have done other events, and then it makes me want to do that event. So yeah, that's my favourite part. I haven't really got a least favourite part.
No.
Well,
let me get right into this. Okay, Susan, so my favourite part of being MQHQ, I think actually is the same, is people being kind to each other and they don't even know each other, because we don't really get that anywhere else. Thank you, Carolina. Did I say that right? And yeah, so being kind to each other and like just lifting people up that you don't even know, because sometimes like loads of people will add something on Mug Queens, won't they, and say, oh, I've done this, but I don't want to put it on my own page because people are fed up with seeing it, like my achievements and stuff like that. And it's like, well, hello, it's a bloody good achievement. So I think, yeah, being kind and stuff is favourite part. Least favourite part being MQHQ. Right. Okay. Least favourite part.
Dealing with me.
This one requires lots of editing. Yeah, I mean, Fay literally has got like fat thumbs and can't spell for shit. So my least favourite part is when she posts up and doesn't spell check beforehand.
And it makes absolutely no sense. I don't use any punctuation because it's just a waste of time. It's much more exciting. But you did it. You typed me something the other day and she put this word completely wrong. And she was like, I meant that. I went, you're talking to me. I know everything that's spelt wrong. It's fine. But hold on, can we just answer Jill before it disappears? Jill, these tiaras, they were made by Rebecca Spencer for me, Jojo and Lucy. We had a Mud Queen Day at Nuclear.
That was the second year, wasn't it?
Yeah, the second one. And we all sat on, well, the three of us had to sit on toilets. They were
sat on our thrones. Oh, yeah.
And we was presented these and she handmade them. And they're, let me mind my ears. Oh, they're absolutely stunning. Look, she handmade that. So we all love them and we still have them.
Yes, they still We don't wear them lot because obviously, you know, they are like, I don't want to ruin it.
I won't wear it down the deaf side.
No.
So let's go on to Sue Lewis has put, could you tell us some of the newbies about the World Championships and how we can enter them, please?
Ooh.
So this is a good one.
Especially as it's here next year.
Yeah, in the UK. So there's qualifying races, Nuclear, Nuts, Spartan.
Everywhere pretty much has a qualifying race now.
There was a new one just announced. What was that?
There's loads. I mean, you can go on to ocrworldchampionships.com to find UK ones. And see, there you go. See, Margaret Schacter, Grammarly. All right, use it. Okay, because it does it for you. Anyway, digress. So yeah, you can go on there and find out which ones you can go to do all that jazz. It's in the UK. I'm really excited about that.
But you haven't said how you can enter. So you don't have to qualify. You can do the Journeyman Wave. If you're not fast and you want to do it for fun, enter the Journeyman Wave. And I think Mud Queen should definitely take over the Journeyman Wave this year.
Oh God, that's worrying.
I think it'd be hilarious. I did the Journeyman Wave in Canada this year, and I ran with T and I can't remember her name. They were lovely. They were absolutely brilliant. That was on the team event. So I ran my first one with Matt.
Oh, that was like Hannah Mills and
Hannah.
Yeah, and
Hannah,
Darcy Hum and was the Canadian Mud Queen, was part of the Mud Queen team. Yeah.
And we all just stuck together. They waited for me. There was stuff that I did on the team event that I didn't do the day before, just because they were like, you can do it, and I just kept trying, and I did do it, and it was good. And I remember hoinking tea over, and it was really good. It was good fun. So yeah, so you don't have to be super fit and super fast to do the championships. You can do the Journeyman Wave.
Yeah, and it is an awesome atmosphere, even if you can't do that. So Journeyman, as far as I'm aware, it's the same as last year. You have to just complete 4 timed events in the year to sign up for Journeyman, and you just send your times through. But everybody has different qualifying criteria as well. It's normally like top 5, top 10 in age categories. So you can qualify in age category as well as the pro wave as well, if you fancy some giggles. But yeah, it's going to be at Nuclear this 2018. I'm really excited.
But even if you go on Marshall and just watch, it's excellent.
Massive call out for Marshalls, because they are going to need loads of them over those 3 days, especially the Friday. It's going to be difficult. So if you don't want to run and you still want to be part of it, dude, volunteer. All right, enough about that. So what was the next one? Oh, Danella again. Oh, and foods for long OCR races, things to avoid, things that give you a good boost.
So, depends how long you're talking and what sort of event. For the Spartan the 12-hour hurricane heat, it's through the night. So it's really weird staying awake all night. I was advised to take beef jerky, and it was actually really good. And salted peanuts as well, because where you're sweating and you're not getting any salt in your body, you can get cramp. So salted peanuts are really good. Shot blocks I like because they don't give me an upset tummy. So yeah, I literally in my bag I had shot blocks, salted peanuts and beef jerky. So they're my recommendations.
I think it is really like each to their own. But
Some
just
people
don't try
have
it out,
jam
though.
sandwiches, but then if you're in water and they get wet and squashed, I'm not sure I'd want
like soggy bread.
A wet squashed jam sandwich.
Gross.
What
but
do you
yeah.
have?
I don't really do long events. The last time I did a long event was like Spartan Beast 2013, and let's face it, that was just like what?
Yeah. See, I had shot blocks for that.
I think I had high five gels. I've always used high five gels just because, one, they're always the cheapest. Like if you go onto all these different websites, they're always like 2-for-1 boxes and stuff like that, and they're actually pretty easy going on the summer.
But try them before you do a long run, because they could give you an upset stomach.
And then we could be going back.
Belly. If I try and run fast,
but we could then be going back to Daniela's first question of I need number 2. So I mean, if you have those stories, tell us. I mean, Jesus, we all could do with a good story.
Not a poo story, no. I don't want poo stories.
Send her privately all of your poo stories. Okay, Sarah Cooper, spring water, still or sparkling?
I don't like sparkling water.
I don't.
I just like still water.
Yeah.
I've got still water now. I did have a Bailey's
Still
earlier.
water, yeah, cheers.
But I did offer Jo a beer, but she didn't want one. I made her a hot chocolate with Bailey's in, and she just drank some of it, and then she doesn't get drunk very often. No,
I think I've been drunk enough this year now.
Yeah.
Yeah. Shell Aitken. Oh, I like to call her Atkins. Could be anyone you wanted to be for just one day, who would it be and why? If you could be anyone. Oh, bloody hell.
Anyone or
if you
anything.
could be anyone or anything.
It doesn't say anything.
No, it doesn't. Don't put words in a words.
See, I sometimes wonder what it'd be like to be an elephant. I do. Like, just strolling around Africa.
I would love to be Fay for a day and just work out what the hell goes on in that head of hers.
Yeah. I don't know. Who would I want to be for a day? Donald Trump. No, I wouldn't. I'm joking. I don't even know what he does. I don't
Sends
know.
out lots of tweets.
Who would you want to be for one day? Come on, you answer first while I think.
Throw me under the bus, why don't you? I think I would be for a day.
Would you be a man? Just to see what it was like to weep with a wand. I remember, so my son, he must have been about 3. He's nearly 16, so he's not going to watch this because he'd kill me. I remember turning around, we was at the park, and he started going like that, and I was like, what are you doing? And he was like, I was doing a picture, but I did it wrong, so I was rubbing it out.
So like, that's what you'd want to do? You'd be a man
but I wonder what it would like. It's a bit...
You could just get a shiwi and work it out, do you know what I mean?
Yeah, but you wouldn't have that feeling. I don't know. That's a whole different conversation.
Okay. All right. So I would be.
I'd be Superman.
I'd be Wonder Woman. No, actually, no, because I'd want to be with Wonder Woman.
I want to fly and be Superman and save the world. So yeah, is that allowed? Can you be a?
I don't know. Shell, is that allowed? Oh well. Moving on. Shell again. If you could spend one day talking to anyone, past or present, not family, who and why? I already know this, and there's too many people, because I would say like someone I know, like Margaret, because I absolutely love talking to Margaret. Will WhatsApp call me, and she probably only thinks that she's going to talk to me for 5 minutes, and then we're on the phone for over an hour, because I just think she's like utterly like just a fascinating person. However, if we're going to go like famous person, I would love to spend a day hanging out with Ellen DeGeneres.
Who's that?
You offend me.
Tell me something I don't know. Who is she?
She has a talk show in America. She's an American comedian.
Like Jeremy Kyle?
No. Oh God, no.
Jerry Springer. He's
No.
American.
Oh my God, I can't believe it. I cannot believe you don't know who Ellen DeGeneres is.
No.
You'll know her face. I swear you'll know her face. I use her tagline at the end of stuff. She's Dory. Thank you, Lisa.
Oh, Ellen. Yeah, I know who Ellen is.
Oh, Ellen. Yeah. So
she has the little cute kids on there and gives them presents.
Yeah. She gives them presents. So yeah. But she is like, she embodies what we try and do, which is to be kind. She finishes every single show of hers with literally her last sentence is be kind to one another, because she's like, there is no reason why you can't be kind, even if you don't like each other.
They don't do that in Jerry Springer.
No, they don't. Hit her with a chair. Who do you hang out with, talk to? I'll give you enough time, but written along there.
It's rattling around, but I don't really know. Who would I like to talk to? David Attenborough.
Oh, good choice.
I love him.
Good choice.
I love him. And I often wonder when he dies whether they'll give me his job, but I don't think I've got the same therapeutic voice.
Well, again, I would love to be Fay for a day to work out what the hell goes on in her brain. Because what? You'd love to chat with David Attenborough, but you believe
I would love to go to the Galapagos Islands with David Attenborough.
All right,
and walk around and look at lizards and seals.
Can you give us a little impression of, like, not an impression of David Attenborough, but what you would say if you were doing what he does?
Hey, Dave, you seen that seal over there? No,
exactly.
Here we have the seals gathering on the bank. Like, he's just so. I like Blue Planet and all.
Oh God, this nation is going to be in mourning when that guy goes. Anyway, let's not get depressed. Rebecca Spencer, what are your best and worst memories of OCR?
Best memories of OCR. Let's do that first.
Okay.
Let's do the best ones first. So for me, it was a guy called James Simpson. He was
the ginger guy.
Yeah, he was a double amputee. He plays basketball, wheelchair basketball now. He's just been nominated for an award, so vote for him because he's lovely. He is a double amputee. He got blown up in Afghanistan and he did the Spartan series in 2013. And by the time he finished the Super in the Midlands, a lot of people had gone home. And I'd been talking to James all season with friends on Facebook. He's so funny, really funny guy. And everyone would go past him and go, "Oh, you're so inspiring, and you're so this, and you're so." And I'd walk past him and go, "Fucking things you do for a photo." But he liked it. He liked having a bit of normality and a bit of banter. So by the time he was crossing the line, at this time Spartan still had the Spartans with the Poggle sticks, are they called that? So I picked it up and I was hitting him as he crossed the line, and he literally ran and he was laughing, and it was great. And watching him achieve stuff, because I think a lot of us think, "Oh, we can't do that, and I'll never be able to do that." And to watch a guy that doesn't have that mentality and says, "I can do it," and he used to string himself up to obstacles and pull himself up, and he never got down about it. He just had the mentality that I can do it. And like I say, he cracks me up still now. People shout at him for parking in disabled bays, and then when he gets out with no legs, they feel bad. But he finds it amusing. But he's a top guy, so that's probably my best moment. Other best moments, Rebecca, going down the slide.
Yeah.
I like watching people overcome their fears. Worst moment. The worst moment, probably snapping my own ankle at Dirty Dozen. Yeah, jumping over a fire, snapping my ankle, and then continuing to do another 5k, and then talking about starting the Mud Queens at the end, and then coming home, shaving my legs and having a bath before going to the hospital. Oh, and I had a burger, because you've got to get your priorities right. What's yours?
There's too many to best memories. There's too many. Like, excuse me. Sorry. Rude. How do I stop this?
Let's answer it.
No. We're not doing that. So basically, my best memories. Oh man, it's too hard. There's too many.
Fran can't get the baby to sleep because she keeps laughing.
You're welcome, Fran. You're welcome. We're happy to help. Best memories, worst memories. I don't really have any worst memories. Like, do you know what I mean? Like, I've not hurt myself. Even like the 2013 Spartan Beast, and I cracked my ribs. It wasn't a worst memory because it was actually really cool to dance over the finish line. I think that for me is one of those things, is that we always used to dance over the finish line. And all the group stuff we've done, like when we did Judgment Day, Cope Hill Down, and we all ran together.
That was nice.
With
me, you, Lucy,
Jen Hogwood,
Emily Red,
Jen
Page, Karen Scott.
Oh yeah, when we did JD
That was the one
Christmas.
with all the heels. That was
the first time. First time we had T-shirts as well for the first time. Karen Chapman. Yeah. Oh man,
that was good.
That was, wasn't it?
I like the team stuff. Like Regna Relay, loved it. Absolutely loved it. And when you didn't see someone for a while, and you were like, "Oh, are they all right? Are they all right?" And then you saw them coming.
Yeah,
that was good.
But yeah, so yeah, I don't really have a bad moment. Yeah. All right, Hannah Perrin, Mud School Awards. Best dancing, most unrecognisable, when not caked in mud, most drunkest, most huggiest, when squiffy. Actually, people were really well behaved. Sorry, Hannah. I ended up going on, signed up on the Thursday, so a quick mad dash around the shops going, shit, what am I going to wear? Howdy, Charlie. I still have my pot of peanut butter in my dry robe. Best dancing. Yeah, I think everybody did the shuffle, you know, that kind of shuffle weird thing everybody does. Most unrecognisable. Nope. Recognised everybody. When not Kate. That's one question. Sorry. Most drunkest. That's an awkward question to answer, so we'll move on. Most huggiest. No. Everybody hugged everybody. It was like just a good time.
I didn't go.
She didn't go. However, can I just say, everybody, congratulate Faye once again being mentioned at the Mother School Awards 2 years running. This year,
not for good reasons.
This year for winning most controversial moment award. Most controversial.
Shall I tell you why? I feel like I have to now. So
yeah.
I went to the Beerathon this year. It's a race in London. It's so funny. So you go to a pub, you run a mile, you come back, you down a pint, and you eat a pasty, a big pasty. It's like that big. And then you have to run another mile, down a pint, eat a pork pie, big pork pie, then run another mile, have another pint and a Scotch egg, then run another mile, another pint and a big chocolate muffin. So afterwards you sit and watch the awards and drink more pints. So by the time we left, I was with my friend Nathan Catherine, by the time we left, we'd all had at least 10 pints and was pretty drunk, and we had to walk back to the station, and Nathan Catherine needed a wee, so they went up the side of this road. This could only happen in my life. And so anyway, they come back and we carried on walking. Next thing, a meat wagon's turned up and all these police had jumped out. And there's this man there and started shouting, "It's a hate crime, it's a hate crime." And I went, "What are you going on about?" I said, "We've been out raising money for charity and you're still in your pajamas." You know, it was like, oh. And they said, "Faye, like, just shush, shush, shush." Didn't realise they'd had a wee up at the side of a mosque, but it didn't look like a mosque. Honestly, it didn't look like, well, I didn't see it, but they've shown me a picture and it didn't look like a mosque. So, so they got arrested and I had to walk through central London on my own. And I actually FaceTimed Faye Kaylee and was talking to her drunk. And then a homeless Christian man come up and started telling her jokes on my phone and kept me company for the duration of my journey. So, yeah, all happens in my life. It's great.
And the year before was because she went fishing with the bra.
Oh, I caught a fish in my sports bra. Come off when I got in the bath. It was dead. But it was still whole. It wasn't.
It was dead.
No, but that's you know, like, because when do you ever get bruises on your boobs? Like when you run into walls and like, do you use your boobs as an anchor?
To be honest, don't think I've ever run into a wall before.
Oh, I do it all the time. But I use my boobs as an anchor. So as long as I get one over, I know I'm there. But if the fish was in the wrong place, it would have been splattered on my thing. But it was literally right down my cleavage, so it was death by boobs. But yeah, so I got mentioned for that before as well. But yeah, what's the next question?
And she wasn't even there to receive it. Rude. All right, Dee Dee Hill. If you had a pet unicorn, what would you call it? Really, Dee Dee?
Horny. Because they've got a horn, haven't they, unicorns? No? Okay.
What? Really?
Sparkly?
Really, Dee Dee? Really? Unicorns? You had to bring them in, didn't you? Are cake forks really necessary?
No. Only Claire MQ has cake forks.
Yeah.
we're not. Well, I am the posh one, but I don't use cake forks. And we're not doing horses rugs.
No.
Ever.
Sorry. No. Ever.
Oh, which professional elite athlete and which mud queen do you admire the most or inspired by? Can I answer this first? Because there's a few. There's a few.
There's a few.
There's a few. So, Heather Ratcliffe. I love watching her. Like, I love her swinging. Like, no, but not like that. But she just, I look at her and I think, oh, I'd love to do that. I'd love to do that. But I'm just too fat and can't swing for toffee. But I do really like watching Heather. Emily, again, love watching her. There's so many. And it's like, elite athletes, I like Fay Kaylee. I loved watching the girl team at the Worlds this year. Danny from Phoenix, she was really good.
Yeah.
I used to love Katie Keeble. She was like amazing. Back in 2013, she was great to watch. But what mud queen do you admire the most? Now that's interesting because I admire lots of mud queens for different reasons, not for just running, just the support that some of the mud queens give. They go over and beyond. You know, it's not just me and Jo that do everything. There's lots of people in the background that keep an eye on things, message us if they think we need to know something. Loads. I could go on all day. Loads and loads.
Yeah.
Who's your favourite?
Don't have a favourite. Can't have favourites. Oh no. To be fair, no. Like you, I really like watching Heather Ratcliffe come out with the videos because I think she's a right little ninja. So good. And admire Emily Red so much for all the stuff that she does, and she's really honest with how she does everything, and if she finds things difficult, I think that's really awesome. Helen Chapman, I mean, her blade's all ready to go, so she, you know, not only does she have to, you know, run with a blade, but it got to the point where she had to have another amputation, and which meant that she needed another blade, but because they don't get them, they don't just automatically get a new blade, they have to raise money for it, so it put everything on hold for her, and then she has to learn to run with it again. So I think that's incredible because a lot of people would just get stuck in just being really depressed about that. Do you know what I mean? Yeah, there's so many because everybody posts up loads of things. It's like, I love seeing Caroline Watts post videos of lifting weights and stuff like that. I mean, little beast.
Is that the lady that pulled the car? Who was the lady that pulled the car?
Oh, I don't know. Who pulled the car? Anybody know? And I just love seeing everybody do stuff like T Pringle. I absolutely adore T because not only she goes out and runs, she did like however many marathons in like 7 marathons in 7 days or something. And she, you know, she was video recording it all as well. But she's a great like marshal. Like when you go on course and she's on course, you can't help but smile. And that little beast, she's so good. If you can see the video of Beastie, amazing. Won the night for me at Mud School. But there's just so many that I couldn't choose an ultimate. I couldn't. Yeah, I couldn't.
Fran running after she's had a baby so quickly.
Yeah, love Fran.
Getting back at it.
Yeah,
you know,
boobs are still big. I love Fran.
No, but there's lots of people that have got their own little things that they're conquering. You know, I remember I could never climb a rope, and the first time I climbed a rope, it was amazing. Monkey bars took me over a year to learn how to do the monkey bars. I still don't always get it now. Can't do them flying monkeys; they just frighten the life out of me. So yeah, loads of people in so many different ways. I think that's such a tough question to answer.
Yeah, Dee Dee. God.
Right.
Anyway, Francesca, I would like to know why you started the Mud Queens, what you want it to be and what it stands for. I think we've literally answered that in all these other things, is that it's about supporting each other and being kind. And do you know what I mean? Why did we start? Why the fuck did we start this in the first place?
Stop swearing. You told me no swearing and you've said bloody and now that naughty word. David Attenborough wouldn't do that. Right, so we started the Mud Queens because we was all a group. We was all in the group Spartan Chicked in America, and someone would post a picture up. Someone would post a picture up saying, "I've lost 5 pounds," and show a picture of themselves. And it was just like, "You need to lose 5 more, sister," and stuff like that. It was like, oh, what, really? And it was like, someone would moan about their boyfriend, and they'd obviously felt that they needed some advice, and they just got tore apart. So it was kind of like, should we start our own group and just have it as positive and inspiring people? And then it got to the point where, I mean, I remember when there were sort of 50 of us, and then it just grew and grew. But everybody was nice. We haven't really had any issues with anyone, and it's nice when people go in with their friend, and then their friend is at their poorly, their friend gets poorly, they still go because they know they'll bump into another Mud Queen, or there's always a Mud Queen of the same ability as you, so you don't have to run on your own, and people team up. And so many people have made great friendships, and it's hard. I mean, we're nearly at 3,000 now, and I don't know every Mud Queen, you know, and
what?
I don't. I'd like to.
You're kidding.
But no.
Oh, you're so rude. So rude.
So if we go through every Mud Queen, can you tell me a fact about them? Yes. No, you can't. So the more you post, the more we get to know you, because we do read all the posts, because we have to check that it's all nice stuff. And no advertising. But
advertising.
So we go through everything, and it's nice to get to know people, but there's definitely people that I know more than others. And I think that's why I like the nuclear day, or we've had days all over the place where you go and you're in groups, because there's so many of us, you get to know the people that you're in the groups with. So every time I try and go in a group where I don't necessarily know as many people, so I can get to know them people. So what do you want it to be, and what does it stand for? It just stands for being nice and being part of a team and supporting each other and rocking, really. You're never alone if you're a Mud Queen.
It's true though, but also I think one thing I think that some people forget is that you don't have to like someone to be kind, and I think that was the whole thing, is that you don't need to make that effort to go, what a bitch. Because at the end of the day, if you don't like something, there's a black way of saying it. But it's just nice to have other women not judging you. Oh my God. Like, I've come a long way through being in the Mud Queens from where I was when I first started.
Yeah, I mean, you running your sports bra now. I still can't do it. My boobs are just...
Oh, God, I get it all out.
Yeah.
Oh, no, I think they're coming out wrong.
Yeah, no, I can't do that.
But I just think that everybody supports each other, and that's awesome. And we can have a laugh, and everybody, there's always someone who's got the same sense of humour as you. I mean, we don't have the same sense of humour.
Definitely not. She's the funny one.
But yeah, and so I think it just stands for support, being kind.
Cake or cheese?
Cheese.
Cake. Can't you tell? I've got all these.
Very virgins.
Or cheesecake. Oh, what is the best cheesecake you've ever had?
The best cheesecake?
Yeah. I made a Nutella cheesecake before, and it was really nice.
I feel like someone did that. Who did that?
Me.
Did I eat it?
I think so.
Then that's it. Like, Fay made Nick Medhurst, she was trying to make a cheesecake and it ended up not being, but then it ended up being peanut butter crack. So, like, if you ever like hit her up, the peanut butter crack is like literally crack. But that's Claire. Becky Coach.
Oh, we've missed Laura.
Laura Dawson. Sorry, that was Faye's fault.
I was too excited about cake and cheese. How would you sell OCR to the next generation of younger little girls? I wouldn't force them. I would let them. I love seeing kids jumping in puddles in wellies, you know, and I think that's where it all starts off, walking in the woods, kicking leaves, picking sticks up and things like that. I think as parents or just people guiding kids now, don't force them, don't make it competitive, let them have fun, you know. And I'll be honest, I did laugh. I was marshalling at Nuclear at the kids race and they put me at this slide and some of the kids went under the water and they were screaming and I couldn't help but laugh because the parents were like, you'll be fine, and then they'd go down and go under, and it was enough to put them off. But I think, yeah, just let them enjoy it, you know. Don't be competitive. And it depends what age you're talking about, because them OCR girls, what are they called, the team?
OCR girls.
They are called OCR girls. I watch them. They're amazing. You know, they're next level. They're fantastic.
They have their own page. So if you look up OCR girls, go and give them a like, because I think that that would be awesome.
Yeah. One of their mums is on here.
Yes. Emma Waring is a mother of an OCR girl, and so just search it on Facebook and give them a like and see what they're doing. They're going to be at Worlds. They were at Worlds in Canada, which was awesome to see. Emily Red, I love watching Heather Ratcliffe too. Helen is awesome.
Lucy likes watching Ross Edgley.
Oh yeah,
we know you do. Who doesn't? Would you want to be him for the day? Yeah, but can't imagine you just sit there feeling all them ripped muscles in your belly.
Not on the same.
Flying monkeys, Jill, they're like monkey bars, and you hang on and you swing like this, and then you have to quickly let go and get the next one. But I can't do it. But we'll get Heather to post her video. She can do it.
She's a what? Kindness is key. That's what I love best. It's so true, Emily. You tell her face. Shut up, Rebecca.
That's about your language.
Shut up, Shell. That's what I love. Everyone's so supportive, not knocking each other down. And love this group. Thank you for starting it. The most supportive group. You are awesome. When our crowns slip, there's always another queen to help you get straight. That's so true, though.
Yeah.
Do you know what I mean? And oh God, it's amazing. Was UKMQ the first group before it went to other groups worldwide? No, we weren't. We actually
the Canadians. Yeah. So Richard Burley's one of the photographers for Epic. He did a season out in Canada. And he was friends with Kelly Ripley, who's one of the Canadian Mud Queens, and he said to me, you should get in touch with Kelly. So I was speaking to Kelly for a while, and I said, look, we're going to start a group over here. Any ideas on names? And she was like, have a UK Mud Queens. And I was like, are you sure? And she put it to the group, and I was a member of that group, and they were all like, it'd be really nice to have Mud Queens, and they follow the same ethos that we do. They're really good. And we saw some Canadian Mud Queens out in Canada. That.
Darcy Hum. I actually did a swap with a Canadian Mud Queen for a band, and I got a Canadian Mud Queen band. What?
I gave my band away but didn't get one. But yeah, so the Canadian Mud Queens were first and we were second.
Yeah.
But there's more of us.
There is more of us, yeah. But then I think there's a different kind of vibe, because but anyway, I posted the other day saying I wanted to do Nuclear but no one to go with. Now I'm signed up and going with you Mud Queens. There you go, CKE. What? Fay, love your nails.
Special for Christmas.
Oh, Claire MQ, it's so true. Mud Queens have boosted my confidence in all areas of life. I also know that sometimes you don't even know your own names, let alone ours. I miss Airfield Anarchy. That was my favourite MQ camping. It was a good time.
It was, but my biggest memory of Claire was when she asked me if I wanted to share a room with her to do The Beast in Windsor, and she was doing it in fancy dress, and asked me if she needed to wear leggings or her knickers were okay, and then started crawling across the floor with her ass hanging out. And it was one of them moments. Claire, thank you. I will never look at you the same way again.
It's got to be done though, isn't it? It's got to be done. Justine, when are we having a Mud Queen trip to Mike's gym?
Yes, we've been talking about that actually today, because my friend Mark keeps going on at me about that. So
we'll actually look into that, and then what we'll do is we'll put a post up and see if anybody wants to go, what it's all about, and a date. There won't be massive amounts of dates because at the end of the day, there's always going to be someone that misses out. But yes, we do want to go to Mike's Gym, and that will be happening in 2018.
And Shelley Tyson, Louise Clifford, does make an amazing cheesecake, but a Snickers or Mars bar cake is just as awesome.
I love the support and positivity. Go Jenny. Katie, my daughter has done a 1 mile run at Raw Weekender. Well done.
How old's your daughter? 5. Wow,
Aww.
good.
Casey Brown, where is Lucy?
Lucy's at home.
Yes.
So Lucy left HQ.
Yes.
She's the clever one, not for leaving, because she's she's doing.
Well, I mean,
she's doing a degree,
a master's in law. Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah,
that's right. So as well as her full-time job.
Yeah.
And she likes running on the road, but she's still she's watching now. So yeah.
What are your favourite and least favourite obstacles? What's your nemesis, Carolina? I have to say my favourite obstacles are the ones that I can do.
What are your favourite obstacles?
No. My nemesis is the hang tough, because I can do it and then all of a sudden I'm confronted with it and I can't do it on race day.
See, I'm different. So favourite, I like lifting heavy stuff. So I like Atlas stones and carries and stuff like that. I don't like, I still don't like the death slide. I've been down the death slide loads, but someone just has to push me down it, because if I sit there, I overthink it. When I did Tough Mudder, jumping into water's fine, because you get up there and they go 1, 2, 3, jump, and you jump into water, it's fine. You go underwater. I've got no problem with water or jumping. At Judgment Day, I could never do the one at Copen Down, was it? So it was.
Oh, the infinity jump.
So it's like that, and you have to jump over. And it wasn't a massive jump, but I think because I broke my ankle jumping over the fire at Dirty Dozen, I've just got this massive fear of falling. And I did see a man run and jump over that, slide off the end and break his jaw. So that kind of put me off.
I do like the death slide though, and I'm determined to one day get the going down head first. I'm determined to get that right at some point.
You're not allowed to go down head first. It's against the rules. But yeah, so if you ever see me at the top of the death slide, just give me a push, I'll be fine.
Yeah. Shout out to Emma Hartwell, as she's recently conquered the monkey bars.
Well done, Emma.
Boom, boom. So awesome when you do conquer something, even if it's like a lift or a jump or even like doing a mile or something. You're just like,
I still get excited when I climb up a rope, but I'm so scared about coming back down, because I use all my energy to get up it, and then I think I'm going to burn my hands on the way down, but I don't.
Yep. Okay, Becky Copsey, sorry. Oh shit.
Copsey. How do you not say that? Becky Copsey.
Copsey. Becky. Help us out. Becky. What's coming up in 2018 and beyond for Mug Queens? We spoke about this in the podcast in what month are we in? November. We've got virtual run happening at some point in the first couple of months.
It's so exciting, the virtual run this year, because it's a virtual run. We try and mix it up a little bit every year.
But Ginger will be the one that will come out. If you watch out for Ginger's posts.
Yeah, but Ginger's a bit more exciting than Jojo, so you can tell her an idea and she runs with it, whereas Jojo goes, no. So yeah, so Ginger's on side and she's going to make it more exciting. Oh, come on. Sometimes you go, no. You're going to do it all dressed as a unicorn, aren't you?
Why? Why do I say no? I
don't know.
Oh, really?
Why?
Why?
Why do you?
Because you're probably coming out with a suggestion. So, yeah, what's coming up? 2018. Obviously, we just said Mike's Gym. We really want to go and set something up there. But we'd also like to do like a weekend/overnight thing in the UK where we just go and set up camp somewhere and walk. And,
so we did Snowdon before. I didn't go to Snowdon, which was a shame. But something similar. So there'll be different abilities, but we can go somewhere. And then if people want to get up early and go and run 10 miles, they can go off and do 10 miles. And then if some of us want to go and walk 7 miles, we can do it at a more leisurely place. And those that have done 10 miles can carry on running and catch us up or whatever. And then just sit around a fire and get to know each other and just chill out. Because sometimes at races, there's never enough time to catch up with people.
I don't know though, has anybody had that thing where they run with somebody or a group of people and you have the most random conversations while you're running? Do you remember JD Copehill Down, the second one, I think it was? Me, you, Jen Hogwood, Lucy, and I was talking about getting a smear test. It was hilarious. And then there was a woman behind us who actually stayed behind us just so she could listen to the story.
No.
Yep. Oh, God.
Sadly, that conversation escapes me.
Not surprised. But yeah, so there's loads of stuff, but keep an eye out, because although we post up, it doesn't reach everybody, and we don't want to have to keep doing it, because obviously other people are not always going to want to see the same posts over and over again. So just keep an eye out. We'll try and keep everybody updated as much as possible, but keep an eye out for the virtual run, Mike's gym, all that jazz.
Yeah,
I reckon. Okay, and so Lisa Kane, can we get in a Mud Queen tent? The Kings have one, and we are bigger than them. We're big, you're small.
It's not about that. Right. So the problem is with a Mud Queen tent is there's so many events. So how do you decide where you're going to take your Mud Queen tent to? You know, where, if I'm not going, if Jojo's not going, who takes the tent, who puts the tent down? They're expensive. So this is why at Spartan, they do a tent for the biggest team. So we've signed up Mud Queen team. So if you're going to do a Spartan, join the Mud Queen, because you get extra beer as well and a race t-shirt. So and then we can just take over the tent. We don't all have to run together, but at least we have a base. It is something we thought about, especially for Mud 7, because we had a cake thing there. Luckily, they gave us a tent. Maybe we'll have a think, but it is just, if there's an event up in Scotland, I'm not going to drive and take a tent to Scotland. I'd rather get on a plane, and I can't take a tent on a plane. So
I mean, you could, you just wouldn't be taking anything else.
Yeah, I know, and they're heavy. Have you felt how heavy they are?
Oh, I have.
And they blow away, and then they get damaged. And we would love a tent. But unfortunately, it's not in our budget at the moment.
Well, we were fun sponge on that one, really, weren't we? Just sucked it right out.
But perhaps we could get some Mud Queen umbrellas, and we could all stand under them. What do you want a tent for anyway? You've got dry robes.
Yeah, it's true. Mine doubles up as a house coat. Love it. Love it. All right, Casey Brown. I'm guessing that's Kirsty, right? What are your thoughts on MQ cheerleader costumes for those who marshal? As in, like, do you mean literally like cheerleading outfits? As in, like, goatee?
Like pom-poms?
Or as in, like, a T-shirt that says Mud Queen cheerleader? I
would love to see Mud Queens in bunches with pom-poms. See, a disapproving look again. Can we make our own little,
this face is a smile
dance, like, here comes MQ, woo!
I feel like throughout that, her arms were going to come off. That was quite powerful.
Yeah, but how would you keep up if they kept coming? That's the thing. I kind of like that idea. Black and yellow pom-poms.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Black and yellow pom-poms. Okay. We can look at that. Yeah.
Is that what you mean?
Is that, yeah. Do you mean like pom-poms, or do you mean like an actual, do you know what? I was watching, no. Anyway, so.
No, come on.
No.
You was watching a cheerleader film. Okay, where's this going?
No, I'm just saying, yeah, anyway.
You like watching cheerleader films? Any in particular? High School Musical?
Oh, God, no. Bring it on, all the way.
Bring it on.
Yeah.
I like Bring It On.
Yeah.
And I like, what's it's coming out, that new film's, the Bella Girls, what are they called? The ones that sing.
Oh, Pitch Perfect.
It's coming out in December. I was so excited. I love Pitch Perfect.
That Asian chick. Oh, I love her. They said bios to feel joy. Love it. Like, you can't beat it. Anyway, okay, so cheerleading costumes. Tell us what you actually mean by that. Pom-poms or the whole get out thing.
Can't we just get them like a little headband with little bubbles on as well? You know, them like things that move. Yeah. Is that what you want? Kirsty, is that what you want?
Let us know.
Come on, Kirsty, tell us.
Yeah. But oh my God, that is it.
We've run out of questions.
Shame. No, Faye spent all this time cleaning our house.
I did. I tidied up today, and then all you can see is my messy fridge. But my house is I've really tidied up so that there's no mess anywhere, and then all you can see is the messy part. See, and that's the mess from the curry. But secret Santas. If you haven't had your secret Santa yet, don't panic, okay? Because the last day for posting was Saturday. A few people, naughty people, because come on, you did agree to post on Saturday, haven't posted yet. But I'm sure we did an early date, so there's plenty of time. So if you haven't posted yet, please
But we get it. Shit happens, though. Do you know what I mean? Life gets in the way. I only posted mine today. Okay. Oh man, wrapping that thing.
Acceptable.
Wrapping that thing. But yeah, so don't worry if you haven't had it. We are on the ball and stuff like that, so it's all good. Don't panic.
Just make sure you let your trackers and things like that, so then by Friday, people haven't got them, then we can start having a look at tracking numbers and chasing them and things like that. But don't worry, I'm sure everyone's going to get their present. That's it, isn't it?
Yeah. Sorry, I'm just playing with the thing in the middle.
Is mine like a bell?
No, it's not a bell, but it's there. Do you know what I mean?
It is like doing its thing.
It's like, you know that thing at the back?
Your tonsils?
Nope. The one in the middle.
See, I always thought that was your tonsils, because my little girl, when she was little, she used to say there's 2 holes at the back of your throat. Like, because that thing, you can see it in the middle. So if you go, you can see the thing in the middle. So she used to sound full, and then I used to say, well, you can't have any pudding, and she used to say, no, my dinner hole's full, but there's plenty in my pudding hole. So how can you answer with that? And she had an imaginary friend, and we had to give it dinner, and that's probably why she was fat. But she openly admits it, because she had to have a dinner, and her friend Maria had to have a dinner.
I never had that, but then I had twins.
You had a twin. They don't really have imaginary friends. No. I just blame my brother.
Yeah. Quick happy birthday to B from the womb to the tomb. What?
Tomb? Why is it to a tomb?
Because it rhymes with womb.
So does boom.
From the womb to the boom.
Sounds better than tomb. She ain't dead yet.
All right, anyway, we're going to go because it's been almost an hour and oh my God.
Has it been that long?
It has been that long. I'm excited though. I want to go to Mike's gym. It better be warm. It better be warm.
Yeah.
Yeah. You behaved yourself. Well done. I was really, really worried.
Okay.
Yeah.
We did it.
Well done.
Have a good Christmas.
Indeed.
See you later.
Goodbye.